What is up, Philadelphia sports fans? Lath Sinclair here on an episode of the LAS Philly Sports Podcast. And wow, what? I'm speechless. JAYLEN Brown. It has been reported by Sham Charania at ESPN that JAYLEN Brown of the Boston Celtics has been traded to the 76ers for 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, and Paul George. Again, let me restate that. JAYLEN Brown, Finals MVP from the Boston Celtics, is now a Philadelphia 76er, and we also get off of that Paul George contract. Now, I mean, I had to read several sources before I could finally believe it and accept the fact that this is indeed a reality. I mean, this kind of thing does not happen for Sixers fans very much. It hasn't happened at all, it seems, in the last decade or so. We got pretty excited in 2019 when we traded for Jimmy Butler, but I don't think nothing compares to this. Getting a player of JAYLEN Brown's caliber. Again, he averaged like 27 points per game. He's a Finals MVP. And he made people question whether or not Jason Tatum was truly the best player on the Celtics. And if you look at that playoff series, where we also came back from 3-1 against the Celtics, JAYLEN was their best player, not Jason Tatum. This is unbelievable. Now, details are still coming out about the picks that we gave up. I think one of them was a Clippers pick. We had to see if it was that one that everybody's been talking about and fawning over. We have to see whether or not that's the pick we gave up. But doesn't matter because this starting five, again, now, this starting five is incredible. However, we need to stay healthy. We're gonna dial down the emotions just a little bit because we do need to stay healthy. And that's always the key with this team, especially when it comes to Joel Embiid. Also, of course, want to make sure Maxey, VJ, and JAYLEN all stay healthy. But if there is a situation where Joel misses, say, 15 games at a time, and I think that Maxey and Brown can carry the load along with VJ Edgecombe. Of course, we also drafted LeBaron Philon, who sounds like an amazing pick. I mean, he averaged, I think, 22 points a game in college. So, again, this team is becoming well-rounded. Mike Gansey. Shout out to Mike Gansey. When was the last time we had a GM that fleeced the Boston Celtics of all teams? This was an absolute fleece. And it's one thing to fleece a random team. To fleece your biggest rival, the Boston Celtics, a team that for 4 decades has broken our hearts every chance they've gotten, to be able to fleece them. I mean, Mike Gansey for president. Now, in terms of the Eastern Conference overall, this does definitely put us as a top 4 team, I believe. In terms of title favorites and Eastern Conference favorites, I think it's tough because the East is going to be absolutely loaded right now. You've got the defending champion New York Knicks. If the Indiana Pacers are healthy, last year a healthy team got all the way to the finals. And if they had stayed healthy and Halliburton didn't get hurt in that Game 7, maybe they win the championship. So if the Pacers are healthy, they're a team to be reckoned with. Again, the Cavaliers and the Pistons were top teams. They were in the conference finals. So Miami with Giannis. I think Miami with Giannis, they need to get a lot more depth to be a serious contender. But again, a team with Giannis is always going to be in the discussions. And so there's a lot to consider, but I think this definitely puts us in the top 4, top 5 of the Eastern Conference. If we can stay healthy, I see no reason why, if we, along with this starting 5, add a couple more bench pieces, we need to fill out that bench because it looks a little scary. I see no reason why this team cannot compete for the Eastern Conference and for the NBA championship next season. Again, Jaylen Brown traded to the Philadelphia 76ers for 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, and Paul George. We acquired the Boston Celtics' best player. Unbelievable. Sixers fans, enjoy tonight. Don't worry about anything else, injuries, health, standings. Enjoy this. This doesn't happen for us very much. Enjoy this. Let's go Sixers. I'm Lath Sinclair. This is the LAS Philly Sports Podcast. Let's go.